Coordinated controlled. All right, situation for today. We are in AO Shelby County, Alabama, in the United States of America, as per the background. GOC HICOM requested deployment of the UN GOC Physics Division, specifically Assessment Team 713, Strike Team 0408, and Strike Team 1781. Group MENDES, a cell investigated by UNGC operative Wookiee seen in the background, has evacuated a location within Shelby County, Alabama. Wookiee spotted multiple ritual/religious objects being loaded into a van before MENDES evacuated. Thaumaturgic capabilities are confirmed as Wookiee was compromised via said means. MENDES, alongside associated Second Amendment activists, are armed with civilian and possibly military small arms. Be moving on. Our mission for today is Objective Lionheart. It is the main objective Assessment Strike Team 713 will conduct SSE on. Assessment Strike Team 713 will enter the objective on foot and clear Lionheart before conducting on-site SSE, sensitive site exploitation. Once complete, AST 713 steps off objective and returns to the UNG staging area. SIGINT, collected via NUMA, presume no contacts on target, but Second Amendment activists are possible around the area and may engage Blue 4 personnel if threatened and spotted. The next slide will have overhead imagery of the target building. Okay, the large, or the overall compound is surrounded by an outer wall highlighted in orange. From that imagery, do we know if that's climb overable or is it waist height?
It is.
Okay, it should be climb overable, so it should not offer just far reaching. However, there is a primary entrance located at the far, well, I guess, the front side of it. There's a gate.
Where we're coming in from, right before here on the bottom side of this, on the map, from the right side will be a road, okay? We're driving in on 3 vans for our entire party from that road, and we'll hop the fence around, get gun in game, around, like, right here. We'll hop that fence. There is an entryway to the back through an open gate right there. Okay, so on the right side, as the map shows, we have a back entrance right there and a front entrance right there. There are no ladders to enter windows from the top story, so all entry will be on the first floor. What's up?
Is this north-oriented, or?
To be honest, I don't know. I have no idea.
Alright.
Just presume the front is where the blue gate is. That's the front of the objective. And then everything else is oriented off that. So right would be the right side of the gate, and then the left would be the left side.
Thank you.
We'll move on. This is our primary infill and entry points. Do note that it is appears to be a double pane glass door. There's also windows on the right side of it. Actually, there appear to be a lot of windows around the entire objective. So take note of these while making entry and approach.
So on that topic, the left side of this building is where we will be coming in from, which is that window right there. Keep in mind, that window's been removed in development. So when you come in, it'll be a solid wall up to that door right there. Just keep that in mind. And that door right there as well, it's not breachable. You just walk straight through it, which also means the gunfire can go straight through it. Thank you.
We'll continue. Wait, are there any questions about the overall imagery or the map plan before we proceed?
Are there any secondary entrances for those activists other than the 2 that you talked about?
Well, there are 2 doors, so it would realistically only be the 2 doors, front and back. Those are ECPs. Let us continue. Okay, continuation of the mission. Our higher intent is to conduct SSE on the target and identify the origin/goal of group of interest MENDES. Our end conditions are for Blue 4, us, we're going to return to staging grounds without casualties, SSE complete, and actionable intel obtained on GOI MENDES. Op 4, hopefully no Op 4 contact is made. If Op 4 contact is made, all threats will be neutralized. And then for Green 4, the veil remain intact, no civilian or general population knowledge on our activity within the AO today. Overall con-op, we're going to begin, these are key calls next to it. Maryland is going to be when assault is released from the release point to the building. New York is going to be when breach is executed and entry is made. Delaware is when deck 1 is clear, or floor 1. Floor 1 is the ground floor. Utah is deck 2. Deck 2 is the second floor. Nevada is when the building is clear and secure, and then SSC will begin. Kansas is when SSC is going to be conducted. It's kind of like a phase, and then once the SSC is conducted, we're going to move to exfil. And then Texas is when all call signs are out of the target building and then returning. And Hawaii is going to be a QRF call from Strike Team 0408. These are key calls that'll be over the net. You don't really need to know them if you're just a guy. And then equipment. Clothing, we're going to be in law enforcement and SWAT-oriented equipment, so we're going to be going relatively undercover. Our weapons are going to be standard issue, nothing different. And then standard first and second line assaulter gear. Medical supplies are going to be issued based on what you're qualified on. I don't know that. Then speed wall, if needed, will be ammunition and medical. Coordination, that'll be by commanders.
For 04, sorry, for Smite Cell, your equipment was changed, so ignore that SWAT LEO equipment line right there.
Question.
Yes, sir.
What's our ROE regarding individuals inside the house? Because we're dressed up
We'll
as...
get to that.
Okay.
Moving on to signal. This is just for overall troop communication. We'll go over the, I guess, pace plan here. Our primaries are going to be command is for the command frequency. I guess it's still in use. Student frequency. Your standard for everyone is just going to be UNGC squad comms. So Discord. Our alternate is going to be the ATAC messaging. I don't know if we're going to actually use that. I recommend if we don't have the ATAC system, we just use Discord chat if it really comes to that. And then we don't have a contingency, and then emergency is just going to be a rubber. So manual movement back and forth.
Yep. End of brief.
Any questions?
Before we get into that, ROE on contact. We know of Group MENDES from before this operation, and 95% of the time, they don't negotiate. So if you see somebody, just shoot on sight. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go and modify that. This might sound, if you're called in, then you shoot on sight. Assessment team, y'all can try and negotiate, but just so, they don't have a very good history of doing so.
We have Roblox VC.
Does
Question.
Roblox VC enabled in game?
Roblox VC is an open game.
Alright, got that.
Trey, are those Zellos on the what's it called? The slides accurate?
They are not. No.
Okay.
We're leaving
yeah,
the
run
ones
the
that
new
want.
seven.
Yep.
Yeah, run the new ones.
Let me actually add VC to the game right now. Hold on. Let me go
Here's
do
a
that.
note.
Let me go do that. That's a good point.
Here's a note.
Hey, Preston,
all
wait,
targets
Preston.
inside the compound, that's what your ROE applies to. If there's civilian contacts outside, it's advised not to just start blasting, otherwise the actual cops are going to show up and start engaging. So if there are civilians that come into the AO, that's when you need to apprehend, detain, and then likely hold them for further notice. Just don't kill everyone in the AO, because that's how the actual cops show up.
Say Hawaii gets called and we take massive contact. What's the average ETA on the actual law enforcement?
I'm sorry,
Well,
repeat that.
What's the actual ETA on law enforcement if they get a call?
We're in Alabama in a rich suburban area, so very short, around 5 minutes. Do not get into contact.
If there's law enforcement, that's abort. If there's law enforcement, it just starts piling to the objective. That's mission pulled.
I'm assuming we will have UNGOC support to run some interference, but avoid it. Try and just not get the cops
You
involved
said
in
we
the
got-
first place.
Alright, bet that.
Okay.
Do we already have Florida as a Kiko or no?
No,
Okay.
I don't think so.
What do you guys
Don't
designate
worry
for
about
them?
those. Don't worry
Florida
about those. If
is
you're just a guy, you
designated-
don't need to worry about them.
If
Just-
Leo shows up.
Yeah, Florida will be our
Okay,
leader.
so Leo and Ward.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
With all that being said, are there any final questions before we move into the game? I'm seeing a lot of no's in the game. Good. Okay. I'm gonna get the ID up real fast and get us all moved over. So for myself, as I told you before, Your entire job is just QRF. You wait in the van until you're called in. Yeah.
Man, y'all got a boring ass job.
Actually,
Yeah,
quick
they do.
question. Trey,
Yes,
how
sir.
are we going to be calling Strike Team 1781 on the MQ1?
That took me that took me a second there. Over Zilla.
Copy.
Do they have a call center now?
No, just say Overwatch.
Hmm,
I'll be on that. That'll be my job. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and force place myself real fast and make sure everything works, and get PD turned on and all that. I'll give you the ID in a second, Anthony.
Yep.
We're all damn.
Good luck.
Okay, PD is on. You all be locked in first person, so just keep that in mind. Okay, ACS works. Game is looking good. The invisible nods work. Thank you, Hotch. Okay.
Yes,
thank
God.
All that being said, here is the code, Anthony Yang.
If you guys have anything in Notepad, put it down in your Discords right now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
GL's hop on Zilla.
0-1 comm check.